I think we have a very good football team. I think, our team knows that. The players on our team know that. And I think, the goals for that are the same.
Ryan, has he signed the revised contract yet? Have you finalized it?
We're working through some of those things. Nothing's been done differently to anybody's contract. And I don't really talk about the details, but nothing's been done differently.
Is he going to practice?
I expect it to, sure.
Okay.
Ryan, how trying was this offseason for you? Obviously, this news breaks at the start of the draft, the busiest time of the year for you, and then it drags out throughout with rumors that Aaron may want you fired. I know you have to set ego aside, but what's this whole thing been like?
Yeah, a lot of it's just irrelevant noise, and it's it's kind of part of this business. It's, like Ted used to say, this part of the gig. If you want to sit in that chair, you got to be willing to sit in that chair, so to speak. So, since I've kind of, taken that chair after Ted stepped down in 2018, I mean, coaching change, COVID, this, so it kind of seems like that's just part of the job. There's always going to be kind of curveballs, and you got to be ready for them, and you got to be able to manage them and do what's best for the team.
Did the tension and the time spent on getting this thing resolved take away anything else you wanted to get done or could get done prior to camp? I
think there's obstacles when obviously you kind of have a plan as you hit the off season, and there's certain things you're going to do, and then all of a sudden there may be uncontrollable things that change that, and then you have to adjust, and we adjusted. Certainly, I think if you guys that have followed us through the off season, we've done a lot of stuff to keep this football team together in a pandemic year with the salary cap dropping. We had to be really creative, and I give Russ Ball a ton of credit there. Me and him have spent more time, sitting across from each other figuring this thing out than I probably could have ever expected. And he did a heck of a job getting us to this point. I really feel good about our football team. But, yeah, there was a bunch of obstacles this offseason to kind of get that done.
Ryan, how excited are you, relieved are you that the MVP is back under center?
Yeah, I think a player of that nature and the way he affects our football team, again, he really is what makes this thing go. It's a team game, but obviously that position you guys have known from the time I've stepped up here and when Ron Wolf was here, Ted Thompson, how important we feel that position is, how much time and effort we put into it. And, our offense last year, at times was very dominant, and he was obviously the trigger man on that whole thing. So we're excited about what we can accomplish in 21.
Randall Cobb just tweeted 6 minutes ago that he's coming home with a Packers jersey. So I know you can't confirm, but he did. Is that a specific request that Aaron made to trade for him?
Again, I'm going to get into all that, and I will talk to you guys thoroughly about that as soon as some of these procedural things are done. And then just, if you could respect that, I'll give you any answer to that question at that time.
Brian, the weekend of the draft, when Mark said, yes, I've been there, Brian's been there, Matt has been there to talk to Aaron several times. To me, I thought, well, at least this is cordial. It's not like he took the phone off the hook or locked the door.
Right.
So can you at least give us an idea of what those discussions were like?
I'll just, you guys have known that I kind of keep all of my conversations with our players, kind of in-house. What I will say is there was a lot of effort, not only on the people in the organization, but also on Aaron and his representation they've done and people to try to, find a solution here that worked for everybody. And I feel really good about it right now and where we're going.
Hey, Duty. We all need to improve and grow, right?
I'm sorry?
We all need to improve and grow. I know I do. We heard what Aaron said on SportsCenter to Kenny Mayne about people and culture and stuff like that. As you come out of this situation, when you self-examine, in what ways do you think you need to be better or different or grow in terms of your processes or how you deal with people?
Yeah, there's a communication a little bit. I think, as what I will say, I will push back against. I think, there's a perception out there somehow we don't treat our players well. That's couldn't be further from the truth. I think we've always treated our players well here. I think we have a lot of players who have been here and nowhere else. You know what I mean? So there's some of that, but I think we always put those guys first. Ted was adamant about that and how we approach things, and that has carried on. But I think there is sometimes perception of reality, and there's communication lapses and stuff like that. And so I think, if anything, it's just a matter of kind of the communication part of it.
How close were you or are you with getting Devontae done? I know we have the report that talks have broken off, but do you suspect that could pick up again prior to week 1?
Yeah, Devontae's really important to us, and so I won't get into the details of where we are as far as any of that. But what I will say is, it's very important for us moving forward, being him part of our football team and trying to make that work.
Brian, how would you characterize your relationship with Aaron a few months ago during the midst of this versus where you progressed to maybe the last couple of days? Has anything changed?
Yeah, nothing really did. Like I said, it's very professional. He's always been very professional around here with everyone. So it's, again, I think the goals are the same, for everybody in this building. It's always been one goal, that's to win a Super Bowl. We've been very close. We have not been able to get it done the last couple of years, and I think that's frustrating for everyone. And I think, the focus now is to put that behind us and just focus on 2021 and getting there.